Come and get unready with me as I update you on my current evening skincare routine for the summer and also share some of my current favorite products and things that I've been trying and really enjoying lately. Hi, my name is Dr. Jenny Liu. I'm a board-certified dermatologist and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been such a long time since I've done an updated skincare routine video. I don't even know when the last time was, but I am currently 8 months postpartum and I want to share what I've been doing for my skin in the evening. Now, in general, my routine doesn't really change, and in fact I've been using the core ingredients in my routine since my 30s. However, I do like to try and experiment different products, and I do like to change up and add in different things that are not, say, necessary in my mind, but certainly makes my skin feel good and makes me feel good when I'm using it. So I'm going to share all of that with you today. Before we jump into the routine, I want to share with you, my skin type and what my goals are when it comes to my routine, and that really should be the focus of your skincare routine, is trying to achieve and target your goals. So my skin, I struggle with hormonal acne. It's certainly not bad, and right now postpartum has actually been fairly mild, but that is something I do struggle with: acne and post-acne marks. So number 2, anti-aging is definitely on top of my priority list as well. Really minimizing and targeting fine lines, wrinkles, uneven skin tone. As I mentioned, I have not deviated from my core products or ingredients since my early 30s. So really the must-haves in my evening routine are number 1, double cleansing, topical retinoids, number 2, and then a good moisturizer. I do add in additional steps and products in between to allow me to, try different products, but I also really enjoy using them. And the 2 that I have been fairly consistently using in my routine, number 1 is a peptide-based product or treatment, a serum or moisturizer that I really love because I believe peptides can help in improving the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and do really complement the benefits of topical retinoid. And then over the winter, I have really been enjoying different types of hydrating serums. I find that it keeps my skin a little more plump and nourished. Now, I do test out different products mostly to help provide feedback for you guys on this channel here as well as on my social media. Having said that, my core products I do stick to from start to finish because, as you guys know, retinoids, the benefits really come with long-term use, and if you're trying to get that benefit from a product, you really need to use it for at least a couple months, and that's what I do at the minimum. I will always use a topical retinoid for majority of the days of the week and then follow that with a good rich moisturizer is my preference for the evening. With the anti-aging concern and the post-acne marks, I will 1 to 2 times a week add in a chemical exfoliant, and then I would skip retinoids on those nights. And I really do find that the skin cycling method, which I actually have been doing for years, works really well for my skin personally, achieving my goals while minimizing irritation. Okay, enough said. Let's get into my routine. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, I love double cleansing. You don't need to double cleanse. I double cleanse for couple reasons. Number 1, I wear a lot of sunscreen I reapply throughout the day. So I find that double cleansing is very effective at removing that. 2, I wear a lot of waterproof eyeliner and mascara. I also find that double cleansing is not only effective, but also less harsh than using, wipes, as well as cotton pads with makeup remover that I have to sweep over my eyelids. And 3, my second step of the double cleansing is actually a modified step in the sense, instead of using a water-based cleanser, I actually jump into a water-based acne cleanser. I love benzoyl peroxide, and that I find to be very helpful in a cleanser form to help minimize and prevent my acne. And certainly I don't want to be using just the benzoyl peroxide cleanser as a one step to remove everything. You never want to use the benzoyl peroxide around your eyes. And so that is my reason for double cleansing. The first product is from Versed, and it's their Day Dissolve Cleansing Balm. I love this one because it's great, it's effective, it's gentle, and it leaves minimal residue. I find that most cleansing balms, because of just how they work and the heavy duty nature, effectively removing water resistant makeup and sunscreen, they tend to leave a little bit of oily film, but this I find leaves none. I'm actually almost done with this one, and I will use this on days that I wear makeup. On days when I don't wear makeup and I just want to have a good oil base cleanser to remove all the layers of sunscreen and waterproof sunscreen, I will usually use a cleansing oil. The new cleansing oil that I have recently tried and have been obsessed with is from Kose, the Speedy Cleansing Oil. And actually, when I shared this on my social media, many of my followers responded that this is one of their favorites too. I don't know, there's just something about this. It's slightly scented, it works really well, it's super gentle, a little bit goes a long way, and it leaves really no residue. So I love this one on days where I'm not wearing a lot. Similarly, another really affordable and great cleansing balm is from Inky, their O Cleansing Balm. This is a thicker balm, as you can see. Oh, the water just dripped because I actually sometimes use this in the shower. But again, it's very gentle and it works fairly well. I don't find it to work as effectively at removing my eye makeup, but for all the sunscreen, it works great, and it rinses off really nicely with minimal residue. So these are kind of the 3 cleansers that I have been using at night to help remove, the residue, makeup, and sunscreen from my skin. So I actually just will apply, and I'm using the first cleansing balm. Just remove everything. I do run my hands gently through my lashes to break down the mascara and the eye makeup. And most cleansing balms, I actually kind of will peek and see how good a job it's done. And I have not had too much irritation around my eye. So that's good with this one too. Okay, so I just washed off my cleansing balm, and I don't know if you guys can appreciate, but like literally no residue. You can literally use that cleansing balm as a cleanser if you wanted to. It's pretty gentle. The second step, as I mentioned, I will use a benzoyl peroxide wash. I've talked about lots of different ones in my previous video, so if you are somebody who struggle with acne, benzoyl peroxide cleanser is the way to go. It works just as effective, far less irritating than spot treatments, and they don't really bleach fabric. The benzoyl peroxide I'm currently using was one that was gifted to me in a PR package, and it's from Acne Free. It's an oil-free acne cleanser that contains 2.5% benzoyl peroxide. I find that for benzoyl peroxide concentration, 2.5 to 5% is really that sweet spot. Any higher can just lead to more irritation and doesn't necessarily work better. This is a oil-free, kind of a gel cream cleanser. And what I do is I just kind of rub it on all over my face, obviously avoiding eyes and really around the corners of my mouth. What I actually do is I leave it on for a few minutes, and so when that is sitting on my skin, it's working. And this is actually a method called short contact therapy, which I've talked about previously, where short contact of an active ingredient can help in targeting the concerns. And here it's fighting acne, fighting inflammatory acne, the acne causing bacteria. And so what I typically do is I'll leave this on my face for about a few minutes, and I'll actually brush my teeth. And with my electric toothbrush, it's time. So when I'm done, it's kind of time for me to wash everything off. So I'm gonna do that and come right back. All right, so I just washed off the benzoyl peroxide. So then I go on to, if it's just me and I had a long day and I just wanna be done and sleep, I probably just rub into my Topical Retinoid moisturizer and call it a day. But I've been trying different types of hydrating serum recently, and I really have been enjoying some of the ones I've been trying from Korean brands, which is what I want to share. And actually, I've talked about one of them in my previous video, but I really love this one from Skin Food, Royal Honey Propolis Enriched Essence. So it contains a propolis extract along with hyaluronic acid. And then another one that is from CosRx, the Propolis Light Ampule. So propolis has some anti-inflammatory, potentially skin plumping, anti-aging benefits. And so I just been using these because I really just enjoy the lightweight nature of these serums and the way they feel, and helping to keep my skin hydrated. Really does not leave your skin feeling sticky like some hydrating hyaluronic acid based serums can do. So nice to have, but not necessary. Okay, the next step is using a peptide based treatments. And I've been using peptides in my skincare, mostly my evening skincare routine, for the past 3, 4, 5 years now. And I really enjoy the benefits they bring for my skin, and namely hydration, barrier repair, and improving the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. There are different types of peptides, from carrier peptides to signal peptides to enzyme inhibiting peptides that have brightening benefits. But overall, depending on the type, they can offer improvement in skin hydration to barrier repair. And the ones that I recommend, including ones I've talked about in my previous video, from Drunk Elephant, the Proteini Power Peptide Resurfacing Serum that contains a blend of various different peptides and lactic acid that can work synergistically to target fine lines, wrinkles, and uneven skin tone. And if you're looking for another smooth, silky textured, lightweight serum, Paula's choice peptide booster is also really elegant. It contains 8 different peptides that can help to support collagen synthesis, along with glycerin, amino acids, glutamic acid. Those are really wonderful humectants to plump and hydrate the skin. Another peptide-based product that also can serve as an antioxidant, especially if you're really sensitive to vitamin C, is from Neova. This is definitely pricier, and it's their Power Defense Antioxidant Serum with copper peptide complex. And copper can help also with supporting collagen and dermal matrix remodeling. And this also contains a cocktail of antioxidants that is not vitamin C based, and it's a light, hydrating, more dense, kind of a fun color, a purple color serum that's very hydrating, and you can use this twice a day. And one of my holy grail peptide treatments is from Alastin. They have a rejuvenating skin nectar that is anhydrous, so it doesn't contain water, and it actually has a more of a balm primer-like texture. This is great to use post-procedure, like after a laser or microneedling procedure. Alastin has great clinical studies on their what's called trihexapeptide technology. So a blend of tri and hexapeptides that really help to get in the skin, clean out the buildup of damaged collagen, elastin, and then stimulate the production of not only collagen, but also elastin formation. So those are products I recommend. I'm actually currently not using any of those, but instead trying this from Neutrogena, and it's their rapid firming line that contains a moisturizer, a serum, and I believe an eye cream. But this is the rapid firming collagen triple lift serum that contains a blend of low molecular weight collagen, amino acids, amino sugar, so glucose aminoglycans. It has gentle exfoliating and brightening benefits along with antioxidant, so THD ascorbate. Collagen is too big of a protein to really get into the skin to do anything, but it can certainly sit on top of the skin to hydrate. So that is probably what the low molecular weight collagen is doing, is acting as a humectant. But certainly the amino acids in there can get into the skin and may have some benefits and help supporting collagen synthesis. This is fragrance, so certainly if you have allergies to fragrance, you probably do not want to use this, but it's a really nice lightweight serum that absorbs pretty quickly, and it also has humectants that can help hydrate. So that is usually what I've been using and trying out. And the other thing I forgot to mention why I really love peptides is that my neck is super duper sensitive, and most of the time I don't put retinoids on my neck. I definitely do not put tretinoin on my neck, and even some of the over-the-counter retinols I have a hard time tolerating. So peptides is certainly one of the few ingredients with anti-aging benefits that I really make sure to get on my neck, because that is one area that can age just as fast as facial skin. So you definitely do not want to neglect your neck. So peptide treatments, I definitely extend down to my neck when I'm using at night. Now, having said that, if you are looking for a neck-specific peptide serum, you certainly don't need it. I have actually been trying this one out on my neck, just recently started using it. I really love the texture. It's from Necessaire, and it's the neck serum that is fragrance free, and it's this lightweight creamy serum that's more nourishing, more hydrating, and again just contains a blend of peptides that is great for the neck skin, because the neck has less oil glands and tends to be more sensitive and dry out more quickly. So if you are looking for a neck specific treatment product, you can certainly give that a try. Otherwise, you absolutely do not need one. Anything you put on your face can technically be used on your neck. Is just that your neck may react differently. And so for me, like I said, retinoids I do not really use on my neck. I also want to share with you a few peptide-based moisturizers that I absolutely love. Number one is one I've talked about really to death, is the one from CeraVe, their night renewing moisturizer that is very rich, thick moisturizer with peptides that can help to plump the skin and repair the skin barrier. I really love that one if you have dry and extra dry skin as a rich nighttime cream, especially during the winter time. If you're looking for something more lightweight, I absolutely have been loving this one from Peach Lily. It's their Peptide Pro Firming Moisturizer that contains 12 different peptides along with a tremella mushroom, which is that white fungus that's really popular, trendy Asian ingredient that has great humectant properties, along with polyglutamic acid, so great humectants. It's really rich cream, but yet it's really hydrating but not heavy. And it makes a great, lovely night moisturizer really for all skin types. And you are going to get that skin barrier repair, that plumping, that hydration without having like over heavy, sticky, greasy feel. But if you're looking for a lighter cream, gel cream, one that I really like is from April Skin. This is a vegan cruelty Korean K-beauty brand. This is the 50% collagen peptide line smoothing cream. It's just a really lightweight, I feel like it's more of a gel cream that is really hydrating. It's got collagen different peptides that just will help to hydrate and plump the skin. So if you're looking for something that is not as rich, something more lightweight, especially for a more oily combination skin to use at night, this would be a really good one. So after my peptide treatment, I will apply my topical retinoid. And so I usually use prescription tretinoin, unless it's the winter time where my skin's a little bit sensitive. I may just stick to an over-the-counter retinol. And this winter I certainly did, because I was postpartum, my skin was extra sensitive, extra dry, and you add on the cold winter here, it was just a really bad combination. I did recently restart my tretinoin. So during the winter time, I actually was able to go through and try 2 retinols that I really like and I found to be really gentle. The first one I recommend is from CosRx, and it's their retinol 0.1 that also contains vitamin E and panthenol. And 0.1 is a lower concentration. It doesn't mean that it's not effective, but with that lower concentration, it may mean less irritation. So this is a great one, especially because of the texture. I think it's great for those with more dry and sensitive skin. And it's this creamy yellow texture that is very nourishing, but is very smooth and kind of has like a nice velvety finish. So I highly recommend this one if you are looking for a gentle retinol, if you're a beginner to using retinol, or just want something that's not going to cause a lot of irritation. The other product I used this winter and I really liked is from Naturium, and it's a retinaldehyde product. So it's the retinaldehyde cream serum that's 0.05%. That also contains fermented oligopeptides, so helps to plump the skin and hydrate. Right now, you may be seeing a lot more brands coming out with retinol-based products, and retinol is just one step removed from retinoic acid. So because remember the chemistry, retinols have to be converted to retinal. Retinal is then converted to retinoic acid. Now, just because it's one step closer to the active retinoid, it doesn't mean that it's more irritating. It all depends on the formulation, but certainly can help with improving fine lines and wrinkles. I really like this one because number one, it is still a very creamy serum, but it's a little more lightweight compared to the CosRx. And two, for me, I actually, again, used it on my neck and I had minimal reaction. So I think this is another great one if you're looking for something to help with your anti-aging concerns that is gentle but effective. Okay, but actually moving on to my tretinoin, I usually use 0.05%. Let's talk about how to apply topical retinoids, because that is, there's a lot of different methods, and I'll just share my method with you guys. So first of all, you want to, when you're using topical retinoids, you always want to make sure that you pick the right formulation for your skin. And then you also want to make sure that if you are new, you want to gradually work your way up. So I recommend 1 to 2 times a week, and then adding additional night per week as tolerated. And you also want to make sure you use the proper amount. So I usually say pea size, and that is about halfway point from like the, your distal finger joint. I love using, so this is how much you want to use. And I recommend doing the dot method when it comes to applying this amount, because the question I always get is, how do I spread this tiny amount all over my face? You don't want to mix it with your moisturizer, because what happens is even though you may think you mix it evenly, they're going to be microscopic clumping of the tretinoin, and that means that when you apply, you're going to get uneven application, but two, you may get hot spots of irritation. You also don't want to do is dump your tube of tretinoin in a jar of moisturizer, and I've definitely seen that on social media. Retinoids, especially tretinoin, are highly unstable, and so when you dump all of that, you are exposing it to air, and it can compromise the stability of your topical retinoid. So I just recommend this dotting method, and you guys can see it actually spreads very easily if you dot it over your face. So I don't put it on my eyes, and I do get like clogged pores around my nose, so I put it on my nose, but I avoid the corners of my mouth, and that's it. And then you just move on with your moisturizer, and then you're done. Now, you can certainly apply your moisturizer beforehand if you have extra sensitive skin, and then put on your retinoids after a minute or two after your moisturizer has absorbed. And you can even go ahead and put on another layer of moisturizer after and doing that retinoid sandwich. And I love that method for those individuals who have super dry and sensitive skin, and they're using a topical retinoid, especially like when I tell my patients and you're using it for acne, when in general acne products can be very drying already. Or say if you are wanting to start a topical retinoid and it's really cold, and you're in the winter time and you want to minimize the irritation, that sandwich method, along with starting off slowly and gradually increasing calories can really be helpful in allowing you to tolerate the prescription retinoid. And then another one that I just want to share with you guys, because I literally just took this out of the box the other day and I've really been loving the texture of it. And it's the Mioret Retinol Youth Renewal Night Cream. And this is definitely a pricier version of what you can find over in the drugstores of like Neutrogena or Olay. It's basically retinol and a moisturizer in one. But certainly for someone who's looking for just a different retinol-based moisturizer that is creamy, elegant, smooth texture-wise, and it's hydrating, great for like a one-stop shop routine where you just want to wash your face and put on something that you know is gonna have some anti-aging benefits aside from just being a moisturizer. This would be a good one. Okay, so after my retinol, I will use a night cream. I don't consistently use a night cream in the morning, but I do find that at night, a night rich eye cream makes me feel good. I feel like I'm doing something for the delicate areas of my eyes, especially when I'm trying to target, crows. And the one that I've been loving is from Beauty of Joseon Retinol Eye Cream that contains ginseng. It's just a really nice, rich cream. I'll dab this on my eyes. That is very nourishing and hydrating. Has a nice slip to it, spreads nicely. It's fast absorbing. It's not sticky at all. And so this would be a great one if you are looking for a retinol-based eye cream that targets fine lines, wrinkles that you can use around the eyes. Now, you certainly do not need eye cream. Again, this is one of those things that makes me feel good, I enjoy using, but not necessary. Okay, moisturizer. So in the summertime, I do change to a lighter, but yet still hydrating moisturizer for the evening. Just depends on how my skin is doing. If my skin is just breaking out a lot and needs extra TLC, I will use a richer cream. And the one that I have been loving for my eczema prone dry skin that needs a little more nourishment is from Avène. It's from their Retinol line, but it contains bakuchiol and ceramide, and it's this thick moisturizer that is very nourishing. Not heavy though. I think it actually be great to use in the morning in the winter time, but I find that in the summer it's a little too heavy. It's a great night cream if you have dry and extra dry skin. So the ceramides is going to help to repair your skin barrier. The bakuchiol may offer some anti-aging benefits. I think we need more studies, but certainly I think for the low risk of use, especially far less irritation compared to a retinol, I think it's a great alternative. Otherwise, I really have been loving this one from Vichy. So Mineral 89 is one of my favorite hydrating serums, and Vichy now has Mineral 89 based moisturizer, and it comes in two versions. One is a rich cream that's more of a gel cream, absorbs very quickly. It does not feel sticky, heavy, or tacky. And it also comes with a fragrance-free version. The rich cream does contain fragrance. It's a light fragrance. It's pretty pleasant. It's got this floral scent, so it doesn't really bother me. And I wanted to show you guys how it applies. It's like a gel cream. I would call it a gel cream, but it's not heavy, and it contains niacinamide, vitamin E, and squalene, along with Vichy's volcanic water that's very similar to the Mineral 89 serum in helping maintaining skin moisture barrier. So this is one that I've been using on a regular basis because it's hydrating, it's nourishing, but it's not super duper heavy and sticky. All right, lastly, I just want to share one chemical exfoliant because I have talked about quite a few in my previous video, but one that I really have been liking that's gentle and effective, especially when it comes to targeting acne and post-acne marks, that I will alternate a few times a week in placement of my retinoid is from Medigate, and it's their Press and Clear Exfoliating 2% BHA tonic. And so this is basically like a liquid toner that you apply with a cotton pad. I love this because it is so gentle. It's got encapsulated salicylic acid. My skin never burns or tingles or reacts to this. Also contains tranexamic acid that's going to help to brighten and reduce some of the post-acne marks. So this has been really helpful in keeping my acne under control since I have not been using my tretinoin much during the winter time. And so, like I said, I would use this at night after cleansing, basically in place of my topical retinoid. So usually when I'm using this, I would cleanse and then basically swipe this all over my face with a cotton pad gently, maybe follow that with a hydrating serum, moisturizer, and basically that would be my evening routine. I would do this twice a week and then use a topical retinoid usually 4 to 5 times a week, maybe taking a rest day if my skin needs it. So that is it for my evening routine. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Hopefully you found it informative, at least give you an idea of like how I structure my routine and the core products I use on a regular basis to help me achieve my goals. Let me know if you want a similar version for the a.m. And just remember guys, what works for me doesn't necessarily mean you have to do. You gotta just find what works for you because skincare is so personal. I really have found that these steps allow me to achieve my goals, but also allow me to enjoy and try out products because skincare to me is also self-care. So just gotta find a routine that you can do consistently, that is also not gonna break your wallet, and that also you enjoy doing and that is fun to do. Again, I would love it if you can like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.